Toyota Center here in downtown Houston, Texas. Game 6 of the Western Conference semifinals here. Welcome, everyone, to the NBA playoffs on 2K Sports. And now the Lakers starting group. Up front, it's Kuzma and Davis. Green and Rondo in the backcourt. And it's James in at the 3 slot. And for Houston, Westbrook and Harden, the dynamite pair. They're the backcourt. Tucker and Capella are up front. And it's Green in at the 3. Kuzma, right side. Rondo against Westbrook. Floats it up for Davis. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. And stolen by LeBron. And he's going up for the alley-oop.
Defense is aggressive on him, but when you're giving up that much height, there's only so much you can do.
Rondo against Westbrook. Harden the pass to Tucker for Davis. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls.
He's terrific at finding the open man. I mean, good awareness from the floor, from the combo guard. Harden.
On the wing, James. Started by Green. And Kuzma slams it in.
Oh, such a beautiful pass to set that one up.
Yeah, the pass might have been pretty, but the finish was angry. Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sideline.
Well, I was able to talk with Mike D'Antoni for just a minute. I asked him if he thinks they can muster the energy and effort it takes to win 2 straight elimination games. He said, absolutely. But we're not going to think about 2 games at once. We can't think about Game 7. We have to focus on tonight only. Well, that's a true coach, Kevin. Back to you.
Thank you, David.
The night Harden put up 60 points and had a triple-double, that was so amazing. I got to mention that's incredible.
James against Green. Shoots over Tucker. He shoots again, and there's a nice layup by Kuzma. Kuzma's got his 2nd basket of the game.
Masterful at timing. When to go after offensive rebound. Kuzma excels at getting the right position.
Outside, Green. Offline with his 3. The Lakers have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Green.
And that's a gift if I've ever seen. They've got to communicate much better out there.
Houston, a whole new 5 on the floor. Now here's Gordon. He's covered by Daniels. And here's McLemore. Gordon with no one around. Another miss by Houston.
Well, they get away with it here, but that's not a shot you should ever be given.
And Cousins kicks to Daniels. To the paint. Here's McGee. Here's Cook. Lakers working the ball around now. They get it again. McGee, the pass to Cook. McGee trying to break free. Lays it up and banks it in.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Yeah, very little resistance. I mean, you had to bring much faster help than that.
Now here's Gordon. Defense right on him. Fires the 3. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. And that concludes the first quarter of play. Lakers lead by 4. We'll be back shortly live. We're back. Good to have you with us for 2K Sports coverage of Game 6. And from what we've seen so far from the Lakers, guys, what are your thoughts?
An impressive start. They came in with a well-conceived game plan and have executed.
Well, yeah, this is their preferred pace, and it's gotten them out to an early lead.
Rockets trail by 4. And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. So on the floor for Houston, Rivers and Gordon make the backcourt. And it's Chandler, then it's Ben McLemore, and it's House, and at the 4 spot. Cook, the pass to Cousins. It's Bradley on the wing. Got a piece of it, and that'll be the Lakers as it goes out of bounds. Lakers retain possession. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Rivers.
Yeah, gets a finger on it, but just can't quite come up with the steal.
Appreciate the effort, though, making his presence felt defensively.
Stolen by Rivers. To the middle. Here's House. The shot goes down and gets this game back to even. House has got his first points in this one.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
Yeah, it's the attack mindset. I mean, that helped him prevail right there. Sometimes you just got to go with your gut.
Yeah, nice, silky finish on the alley-oop from the stupendous feed.
That sequence couldn't have been executed any better. And we're about a minute into the second quarter of play. Rivers surveying the D. Lets it go from 11. Again, the Rockets score. And the Lakers decide to take their first time out here. They're feeling confident after Tuesday's big win.
And the bench turned up in that one. Whatever they couldn't get from their starters, they got from the reserves.
And when the bench steps up, it takes pressure off the starters. And they stepped up big in that game.
Both teams making some changes here. 1:56 left to play in the first half. James outside. And oh, he jams it right over Clint Capella. Wow.
You love how fierce James is. A ferocious dunk artist.
1:43 left to play here in the half. Rondo against Westbrook. Great D that time from Davis.
Nothing less than that kind of defense will cut it against him. That's just great work inside.
And finished off by LeBron.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. And so Westbrook will bring it up for the Rockets. 4-point game. He's looking for Tucker and finds him. Now Davis. Outside for Rondo. Pulls up on the wing. And it's good off the back rim and in. James has got the lead up to 6 now for the Lakers.
I mean, it took him a long time to get into the flow of the game, but the points are starting to come for him.
And Harden wide open. He shoots. Drops in the tray. Harden's got 5.
Harden attempts more threes than just about anyone, and you don't get that kind of leeway unless you knock him down.
Here's James, and Capella sends it back. They get it back. On the wing, James. 6 points for him, and it's good. 2 points.
His teammates keep getting him the ball in his favorite spots. He's done a lot for his shooting percentage.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
Watch continues. Every year, every accomplishment goes into the analysis. I mean, LeBron would probably never be able to skip.
Now, here's Tucker, guarded by Kuzma, and stolen by James.
And this will be the last possession of the quarter if they're patient.
Yeah, no need to rush right here. Let the clock run a little, then execute your offense.
Oh, Kuzma's in position. From deep, Harden. No good on that one. And so it's LeBron James making things happen for Los Angeles. He finishes with 9 points in the quarter. The D is having all sorts of problems with him. We come back. And We return again with more playoff action from the Western Conference semifinal. Look at LeBron James. He's really been playing well.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
And as they can't slow him down, you know what you do? Keep feeding them and feeding them and feeding them. This is the right game plan.
Checking out the group of Frank Vogel to start the second half. Green and LeBron at the 2 and the 3. Up front, it's Kuzma and Davis. And it's Rondo in at the 1 spot.
And one step ahead of the defense with that solid screen.
And then, Greg, the monster dunk to finish it off.
Oh, come on, guys. Someone has to rotate over. Defensively, that's just poor communication.
Here's Harden. That shot off. Kuzma with the defensive effort. Over Green. Again, Los Angeles.
And creating a little separation here, gaining some confidence.
Yeah, it feels like they're just one step ahead right now, looking to build out their advantage even further.
So here's Westbrook. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him.
Slow to get warm after the break. 0 for 3 now. Maybe they need an early timeout. It's just to try to settle things down.
Westbrook against LeBron. A minute 50 left here in the third quarter. Clock at 6. Outside, Green. It's going to be out of bounds. Los Angeles will retain possession. And the Lakers with some changes. JaVale McGee's checked in for James. Kentavious Caldwell-Pope comes in for Danny Green. And Cook subbed in for Rajon Rondo. Here's Davis. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. And he's got his first free throw of the game. And he knocks down the first one. Gordon's checked in for Gerald Green. And so Anthony Davis nails both of them.
And it's been a really good day for him at the line. Some other bigs have well-documented problems on their free throws. He's not one of them.
Quick instinct of Kuzma. He's going to know when to go after steals.
Over a minute and a half into the third quarter of action. Here's Westbrook. Finds the bottom of the bucket from 13 feet out.
And how about the move he made there to come up and get himself clear in the lane for the deuce.
Cook kicks to Caldwell-Pope. McGee bounce pass. Kuzma passes to Davis. The Rockets pull it in.
And that is a textbook example of how to defend your rim.
Well, that's why he's out there right now. In situations like this, he stands tall to prevent points.
Love the attitude of Westbrook. Continues to improve at running the offense and finding ways to create opportunities for his teammates.
Here is Cook. He's covered by Westbrook. Just 5 to shoot. Caldwell-Pope kicks to Cook. Offensive rebound. Pass to McGee. Out to the right wing. This one for 3. And it's Cook missing. Shoots. That one's in there. The Lakers lead is cut down to just 8 points with the bucket from Westbrook.
This is why you can trust Harden to run your offense. He's fantastic at realizing an addition.
Here's Kuzma. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. And so it's Los Angeles holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. Their shooting has been the big key. Their percentage from the field so far has been terrific. We've got more NBA basketball coming your way in just a minute. And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store for us. Lakers leading by 8. We've got Chandler. Austin Rivers is out there with McLemore. And there's Gordon. And it's House in at the 4 spot. It's the 5 for Houston right now. And now, here comes Gordon leading the break. Shoots over Bradley. It's hauled in by LeBron. James has got 4 rebounds in this game. Rondo against Rivers. Stolen by Gordon. Oh, and a fast break for the Rockets. There's the pass to House. Pass to Chandler. 6 to shoot. Rivers against Rondo. Poked away. And here's James. He'll bring it up for Los Angeles. They've led by as many as 14 points. And Cousins throws it down.
You got to respect the intensity from Cousins. He just wants to tear the whole basket down when he goes up for the jam.
Now a timeout called by Hьюстон.
Well, it's been an express lane to the rim. Coach can't be happy about that.
More rotations. I mean, slow help and just not enough toughness on the interior. They've got a lot to talk about.
And the Rockets making a change here. Green's checked in. Green, he's checked in for the Lakers. And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Well, during that break, Mike D'Antoni talked to his team. He wants them to work for more easy baskets in transition. He said, the moment we take possession of the ball, I want us to attack. If there's nothing there, then you can pull it back out and run the offense. Kevin?
Thanks, David. Back to Bradley. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. Bradley's got his first bucket of the night.
Such a pretty competitor. I mean, when you talk about Bradley's whole game, it exemplifies toughness. We just saw that right there.
Green against Bradley. Bradley on the double team. Rivers kicks to Green. Passes it to Gordon. Plenty of space. Cousins pulls it in. Lakers leading by 10. James, and another basket for the Lakers.
And guys, just really impressed. They made big plays when it counted, and that's why it's going to be on to the next round for Los Angeles.
Their hard work on the glass paid off.
I tell you what, they're both excellent rebounding teams, and it was a tough battle underneath all game, and I think ultimately that earned the W.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for LeBron.
It was the kind of game for him that all scorers dream of, where the basket seemed as wide as a barrel.
51 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Green taking his time here. Now here's Rivers. Another miss by Hьюстон. LeBron outside. There's 25 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Gordon against Rondo. And then Gordon with the dunk.
Oh, fellas, that was vicious two-hand monster slam.
Guys, I don't think there was anyone who could have stopped him on that one. Rondo against Rivers. Rondo passes to Cousins. Over House. And the miss. And the series has been won. A 4-2 victory for them in the second round. And now they find themselves just 4 wins away from a spot, Craig, in the NBA Finals.
And it won't be easy. Conference finals never are. I'm sure they're confident right now coming off of this huge win. But, Kevin, they've still got a lot of work to do before they put their hands on any trophy.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks, Kevin. Hey, LeBron, congrats on the win. What do you think made the difference tonight?
Defense. We made our mark defensively. We understand that for the long term, we have to defend at a high level. We've been doing it.
It does start at that end, LeBron. Congrats again. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. It's time for us to say goodbye. We hope you've enjoyed our second-round coverage of the NBA Western Conference Playoffs. For David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and Chris Webber, this is Kevin Harlan, thanking you for watching the NBA on 2K Sports.